I'm live. Hi everybody. Welcome, good morning to my live Q&A on this, well, it's a little bit wintry in New Zealand. This is where I'm speaking to you guys from in New Zealand on the day of the season finale for Wentworth season 4. Very exciting. So I'm waiting for your questions and I'm happy to answer anything within reason, of course. Ladies got to have secrets. But first off, I want to say thank you so much for supporting the show, of course. And I received so many messages and so much love, so much aroha from all of you, and too much to reply personally to each and every one of you. But I just want to let you know that it's truly appreciated, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do. I.e. all the beautiful charity work that I do, and also acting, which is, one of my great loves, and also be a great mum and a great friend and a great partner without your support, because, you truly do, give me the energy and stamina to do what I do, so thank you. So many questions coming in already. And like I said, I'll try to answer each and every one of you. If I don't answer your question, then you're all so welcome to hit me up through my other social media sites if you want to. Like I say, you guys are so prolific with your love and attention to the show, and also what I do, that I get so many messages all the time, and please don't think that I'm ignoring you if I don't reply to you personally. I used to be able to, but now it's so much that I can't. So anyway, let me talk about Wentworth. The season finale is happening in New Zealand. And this is my homeland. For those of you who don't know, I'm not Australian, I'm not American, I'm not German or African. I'm from New Zealand, and so it's really special for me to be here right now and to be supporting the show in Aotearoa, in New Zealand, on TV2NZ nonetheless, and to to support the show as it's showing on this network, because as a lot of you might have been privy to, already the show's already aired in other parts of the world, but it hasn't here. So it's really important for me to be here and to support the people who are watching it as it's actually being broadcast. Looking at all the people who have already seen it. So to those of you who haven't, tissues would be a good start. Whiskey, second handy thing to have on site, preferably someone to watch it with. Get your crew, get your teal crew together, and lock and load, and please, talk to me. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing a live tweet. I'll talk to Lucy, maybe. Lucy, where's Lucy? She's right there. About maybe doing a live tweet do something through TV2NZ next week when the season finale is showing. Maybe I can answer some questions, because there's been a lot of questions from you all. So I'm watching them come up and I've raved too much. So do you think Simo would still be in B's gang if she was still alive? Simo. Oh, Simo. Possibly. God, all I can think of is the beautiful actress who played Simo, and she's so great, Ellie, awesome. Yeah, she'd be part of my gang. I love you too. Hi Danielle, what scene did you do with Kate Jenkinson from the chemistry test? That's a really great question. No one's ever asked me that. So we did one of the scenes that was kind of rewritten because Kate and I workshopped it, but when we were sitting next door to each other in the cells, when we were both in solitary confinement. So that scene, Kate and I ended up with the director, Jet Wilkinson, we ended up jamming some ideas and with the writers as well, and fleshing that scene out a lot more. So they transcended time a whole night, because as it was initially written, it was actually only one scene that was only about, covering only 3 minutes in time. So we wanted to really highlight their connection that happened over that 12 hours or that 3 days or however long they were inside together, and we were able to do that through that scene. So that was one of the chemistry test scenes. How did you prepare for the episode where Ellie withdrew from drugs? Did you let Kate take the lead. Yeah, Kate is a very, very fine actress, and she's, as with most great actors, they do a lot of research and they really inhabit the role or the situation for the character. And Kate had done a lot of research on someone going or being addicted to meth, because the character of Ellie had a history with drug addiction, and we were always a little bit concerned that, perhaps the withdrawal period or the, doing cold turkey and all that didn't warrant the amount of time she was on drugs, but it is a drama, so we took creative license there, and they ended up, having a scene where, they needed to connect. B needed to be her caregiver, and so, we both had done some research into that, and I think it was lovely. It was a really significant, seminal part of their relationship. Okay, what's the funniest thing you ever done on set? Say hi to Laura. Hi, Laura. Hello. God, there's so much stuff that happens on set all the time. I think one of my fondest memories of being on the set is not just one moment. It's like it's kind of movements, if you will. And when Aaron and Robbie, for example, and I'm sure a lot of you who are big fans of the show know this, but we had a Robbie and Aaron, Jeffrey, who used to play so Will Jackson and Fletch. R.I.P. Not R.I.P., but sorry, Fletch. They turned their green room, because they kind of put in the men's green room, so segregated. Shame. I was never a strong advocate of it. I used to go into their green room all the time to watch WWF, because I really love wrestling. And oh God, I'm letting you in my secrets. But they turned it into like a disco, and they painted the walls pink, and they put up disco balls, and they we did it when Aaron was away. So Robbie and he coerced all the cast and crew into changing the green room into like the full-on disco extravaganza, and so it became this really lovely hangout, and I really loved that moment on set. Okay, shout out to the MVPs, please. Yo, MVPs. Hi from the UK. Oh, right, what you doing, coppers? You should be sleeping, right? It's like really late, right? Is it? Yeah, go to sleep, right? Are you coming in season 5? Am I coming in season 5? I think you should ask Kate Jenkinson that. Hi, Danielle. Would you describe Bee's journey in season 4? Yeah, I would describe a journey. I think that most of you who are big fans of the show have probably seen an interview I did that was supposed to be part of the DVD, the EPK, where I spoke a lot about the Bee's journey, how she was a tragic hero, and she has been since the beginning. Here is a woman who should never have been inside. She trying to kill her husband, not a good thing to do, but it was kind of, I guess, her actions in a lot of people's eyes were validated or vindicated, because he was a violent partner. And then, of course, through the loss of Debbie, and then loss of her mates, and what she suffered, the violent and psychological trauma that she suffered inside. You're looking at a woman who, she has a lot of weight on her shoulders, and I think in season 4 what we see, her journey is that she, that really comes to the fore for her, and she's dealing with the weight of that. I think she's emotionally encumbered by her journey so far. And she really wears that. You guys in New Zealand right now, we're up to the last episode, so we've seen her self-harming, we've seen her have confusion about her heart, and that's the beauty, the duality of the journey for Bea in season 4, where she's dealing with coming down off being, carrying the top dog mantle, and dethroning herself ostensibly, and then carrying the emotional weight of falling in love for the first time, possibly. I always felt like that was the first time she'd really had those kinds of feelings. I think with Harry it was a kind of a naivety and a given, but with Ellie it really blindsided her, and it was a profound love that she had never really experienced, which is why so far the relationship has meant so much. and to all of you guys too. I'm sorry, I'm not answering your questions. I'm actually just ranting. But you know, the relationship of Belly #Belly has been so. I stand with you guys, you know, like I've been so overwhelmed and in awe of the amount of people that have really been moved by that relationship, and oh, I ship it. I really do. I think it's a beautiful love story, and you know, I hope it's one that people will hold on to in their hearts and their minds for every time they tune into Wentworth, you know, that they will think of that and let it inform the journey from here on in. Okay, the show just gets better. Come back. I'm here. Conversation started. 1,000 comments so far. There you go. 1,000 comments so far. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hi. Say hi to Dallas and Bailey. Hi, Dallas and Bailey. Hi. You want me to freestyle rap? Okay, here I am on TV2. I can't see you, but I'm looking at you. I'm so proud to be Queen Bee. You're looking at me, but I can't see you. But I know that you're true to the show, so you don't know that I love you, and that is true. Oh, please don't let that go live. Okay, moving right along. If you had a chance to play any other character on Wentworth, who would it be and why? Oh God, you know what? It changes every week for me. So I would really love to play the Freak. I think I'd really love to play Joan Ferguson. Why? Because she is the complete alter. Well, she's been my character, B. Smith's nemesis for 3 seasons now, and she's such a wonderful, complex monster, and so rich, you know. But then again, yes, it's the character, but it's also what Pamela Ray brings to the character. So, you know, yes, it's a great question, but I would also never want to steal that from the beautiful actresses I work with. You know, like, you know, the work that they do and the service that they, you know, that they have created these characters themselves, along with the writers and along with the producers and everyone involved. And, you know, their work is, you can't. What, do I play the Freak like Pamela? Yeah, because how else could you play it? I would never rob anyone of that. Not rob them, but I wouldn't want to do it. I'd just pale in comparison. Okay. I'm shouting out to Mavis Olberg. Hi, Mavis. They're coming in so fast and furious, these questions, so I can't. Everyone's asking me to shout out. Do I miss Sky? From Emma Brown. Hi, Emma. I don't know where you're from, but wherever you are, hello. I so miss Sky. She was one of my favourite characters. I loved her. Catherine, the actress who played her, was so charged, and she had such an amazing wiredness to her, which, you know, the character that she needed to possess that quality, and I thought that Catherine was amazing. I was really disappointed that she didn't come back. Not that I'm not sure whose choice that was. That's not my place to say, but I really loved her in the show. She was awesome. Okay, if I could have added an idea episode, what would have? If I could have added an idea episode to season 4, what would have I had in it? Wow. Okay. I was always a big fan of Bea becoming the monster, and I know that you know, she's a great heroine. But I always felt like it would have been interesting to explore the other side of her, like what happens to a human that has suffered that amount of trauma. And I spoke earlier on in this live chat about, you know, the emotional and psychological torture, basically, that she has endured. And even before she arrived in Wentworth. So I wonder, you know, I always was mindful about the impact that might have on her, and what would happen if it really flipped her internal world, that she wasn't able to toe the moral or ethical line that she had done. That it really, we saw she was, collateral damage, and so that was rejected by the writers, clearly. What is my favourite quote from any character? It's so hard when you work on a show. Like, you guys probably remember more stuff about the show than what I do, and yes, it's great. Thank you, because you remind me about a lot of stuff. This is so obvious, and I'm sorry to say that I'm not coming up with anything new, but I always read like the line that Frankie said about being a vegetarian. I always thought it was really clever. But maybe it's because, it's one that did catch on, and it was a hook, and people have used it and re-quoted it, but it's a goodie. What do I think of Sonia? Hi, I love you from New Zealand. Michaela? Is it Michaela? I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Michaela, it's spelled Mikyla. What do I think of Sonia? That's a really interesting question. It was, Sigrid Thornton, who's she's acting royalty in Australia, and when she was invited to be part of the show and came on the show, I was so starstruck, because she really is one of those actresses that has worked on screens for years and years, and I think that her journey possibly in series 5 is going to make more sense. Because I didn't have much to do with her, my character B didn't have much to do with her, it's hard for me to comment because I didn't actually work with her a whole lot. But I really look forward to seeing how the character, grows over time. And I think they've planted seeds beautifully. So that'll be interesting. Okay. Can you say, I love you, Sammy, and shout out to the Teal crew in the UK? All right. Teal crew, Sammy. All right. Okay. I think that I've been asked this question before. What's it like to kiss Kate Jenkinson? What do you think? All right. I'm not going to say that because it's a spoiler alert. And what do you call them? Spoilers. There's a lot of shout outs coming here, and thank you for all your love. And I would like to say shout out to everybody. I'm getting so many. Shout out to Tyrese Wallace. That's your son. I hope your son is of the age to be able to watch the show. I get a lot of people saying, hi, my daughter who's 8 years old watches the show. And I think, wow, that's really young to be watching Wentworth. But that's okay. What was it like working with Tammy? I love Kaz. Okay, and this is from Aisha. Hi! I know you. You are very prolific on my social media. Hi. Tammy McIntosh she's like a rare gem. She is one of the most extraordinary people I know, and I've never had the privilege of working with or knowing her before she worked on Wentworth, but she has swiftly become one of my very dear friends, and she is, aside from her as a person, as an actress, sitting back and watching her work is a remarkable thing. She has the kind of commitment and dedication and fluidity that I admire, that for me, that epitomizes a great performer and a great actor. And it's really hard working in scenes with her, because sometimes I just forget that I'm actually supposed to be in a scene with her, because I just get so mesmerized by her performance and how she is. And she's one of those rare creatures that she gets to play. She's playing a villain on the show that is unlike Ferguson, who is like the monster in a way, but beautifully portrayed by Pamela Rabe. Tammy McIntosh plays a character it's just a little bit more jagged, and the fact that Tammy, because she is so not like Kaz, she is the complete opposite to that. She's the most loving, generous, like overly generous, kind people I know. So for her to be like she is, as Kaz, is remarkable to watch, that she channels something else in her performance. And I like working in scenes with her is really hard, because I just always end up falling out of the scene and just watching her work, because it's so mesmerizing. So that's what it's like to work with Tammy, and it's a pretty unforgiving role that she plays. A lot of people don't like Kaz, and when you're playing a character that people don't really like, they love to hate, over time it does take its toll. I know this because I work with people like that, and I've also played roles like that in my past. So all props and a big respect for people that play these types of characters, because it's very hard. Can I have a shout out before bed and do your best Scottish accent? Okay, then if I could oh my god, no, hold on, let me do that, let me think, fuck, I don't sound Scottish at all, hold on, okay. No, you just sound Irish. I'm going to speak like an Irish person. I'd be totally crying my papers out if I was watching Renters right now. No, now I'm going Scottish. Oh, fuck, I'm not going to say anything. Okay, I'm going back. You sleep tight. Sweet dreams. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have nightmares now. Okay, I'm going to new. Do you know if we get the next Oz miniseries I'm on? So I've just done a miniseries called Deep Water, which is about to be released in Australia. I hope it will come to New Zealand. I'll have a word with TV2NZ. And I definitely know that it's going to be on in the UK, so you can keep your eyes out for that. And starring, I'm not really in it that much, so don't hold your breath. Blink and you'll miss me. But it does star the beautiful Yale Stone, who's in the other wonderful show set in prison, Orange is the New Black. So please check her out. She is phenomenal in it, and I loved working with her. It was so great to leave a show where I was behind bars, let me out, solitary confinement, wearing, trackies, to playing a crime scene investigator where I got to wear, like a great uniform and be on the other side of the law, so keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Who's an actress you'd kill to work with? I don't think I would kill anyone intentionally. Oh my god, there's so many. I'm just going to, off the top of my head, I love Julianne Moore. I think she's so sublime. Kate Blanchett, why wouldn't you? Meryl Streep, why wouldn't you? Robin Wright Penn, why wouldn't you? I just saw a beautiful film called Confirmation. Kerry Washington, gorgeous performer, fantastic. I love, I'd kill to work with all of Orange is the New Black cast. I think they're all fucking amazing. Far out. Now I feel like I've gone, when you used to go into a video store or something, oh, you get a DVD while you're at the shops, and you walk into a video before, computer, and you go, oh, no, I'm completely stunned, I don't know what movie to choose. So it's kind of like that for me right now. Do I watch The Walking Dead? Yes, I did. I watched the first 2 seasons, and then I got a bit over the zombie. But it's a really popular show, and it's gone on for, I think, season after season, maybe season 6 or 7 right now. So, I've been part of a long-running series now for 4 seasons, and also another show I was part of, Rake, that did 4 seasons. And I also did Xena, a TV show years and years ago, that ran for 6 seasons. So I know what it's like to be part of a TV show that goes on and on and on, and the dedication and the commitment that it takes for people to keep creating content. So props to The Walking Dead that you guys are still, blitzing the ratings and going hard. I'm a scare actor. Any tips on saving my voice? Hi, Stephanie Dyer. I'm a scare. I don't know what scare actor is. Maybe it's a typo, but saving voice. You're speaking to the rasp queen. Don't drink coffee. No coffee. Don't drink alcohol. No alcohol. Don't smoke cigarettes. Just drink lots of water and don't speak. Okay, everything I do. Jenko said you and her both accidentally hit Tammy during scenes. Can you expand on that, please? Say hi to Jen. Hi, Jennifer Stone. Hi, Jen. Look, it's inevitable. Every time you do a stunt scene, and I know I had a lot, B had a lot of stunt work in Wentworth. Someone would always get the bash. Unintentionally, of course. When B hits or beats up Mr. Jackson in this season, I'm sure you guys have already seen the season, the episode. They cut that down. That scene was maybe 3 minutes long, and I think everyone, the producers, the powers that be, came and went, you cannot have B unleashing that kind of whoop ass on Mr. Jackson. It's just too much. And when we shot it, I had to go. It took maybe 2 hours to shoot that scene, and suffice to say that Robbie did meet my knuckles a few times during that scene, because I really did. The writers wrote it like she unleashes a torrent of fury on his person. And so I took that literally, and I did do that, but it was cut out. Sometimes there's so much stuff that we actually shoot in Wentworth that does get cut out, and I want you guys to know, you see a lot, but there's a lot you don't see, and I so wish I could do a director's cut. There have been whole scenes that I've shot, like we've done stuff that has never made it to screen, and in the final cut I can see why, because it's about pace, it's about telling the story, but sometimes it's heartbreaking because you know that you've done this work and you've taken the time to shoot a scene and you've crafted it, you've rehearsed it, everyone's come together and shot it, and for it not to make it on screen is kind of heartbreaking. But that's no one's fault, it's just about telling the story, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, when am I coming to London? And do I miss working with Pia Miranda? I'm going to answer those 2 questions right now after this hit of coffee. So, firstly, I'll answer the Pia question. Pia, who played the beautiful Jodie Spiteri in season 3, is a very well-known and highly regarded actress in Australia. So crushing. There's been some questions about who's my celebrity crush. Pia Miranda, oh my G, she is so awesome, and she is such a fine human being and a great mother and a great actress, and I loved working with her. I was a strong champion of bringing Jodie back into season 4. I wondered what it would have been like to have her on the yard. My offer to the writers, I don't know if I actually did this just in my head or actually I did. I'm thinking it was just in my head. My fantasy was that Jodie Spiteri, that when Ferguson came back into the grounds and she was kind of having her psychological meltdown, is that the ghost from her past, because she had that relationship, we saw her have an internal relationship with her father. So the whole fencing thing, but then she also had the damage and the people that she had caused great harm to were around her. Vera, Frankie, people around her. But I wanted to see the ghosts, or not even the ghosts. Like I wondered whether Jodie might have come back into the yard and she was like so traumatized she couldn't speak, but she had one eye, and she was the all-seeing. Like she just sat there. So Ferguson, when she was in the yard, was looking like Jodie. I'm just thinking like the people around her that she had caused great harm to. So we felt the pressure on her of all these eyes, or in Jodie's case, watching her and creating that kind of pressure cooker atmosphere for her. Anyway, Pia's awesome. Now there was another question that I forgot what the second question was. There are some people in the room with me, someone asked them, did you know what the question was? I can't remember. Anyway. Hi, I'm deaf. Do you know any sign language? It would be awesome for your response. Do you know what? I know the alphabet, so I'll say, goodness, is it, I hope you got that. If not, I hope you can lip read. I was trying to sign I love you, and I wish that I did know more. So it's a really lovely challenge actually. I've got some free time on my hands right now, so maybe I'll do that. I'll learn some more signs. So I think that I probably said I eat rabbits or something like that. I was trying to say I love you. Anyway, I'm sure there's a much more expedient way how to say that. Anyway. Okay. Do you speak Spain? I think you asked me, do I speak Spanish? ¿Qué queréis beber? Para mí un café por favor con leche. ¿Dónde es el autobús? I don't know. Just stuff like that. Para mí dos... how do you say beer? I was going to say beeros. How do you say beer in Spain? I know it's like Coronas or something. Anyway, yeah, I speak a lot of languages, but not much of the languages. Okay, what's it like working with Nicole? Only one of my most favourite people on set. Nicole De Silva, aka Frankie Francesca Doyle. Not only is Nicole an exceptional actress in the way that she has forged a character that's become one of the most iconic characters on Australian television and the show. Like, you know, there is no character that is more loved than Frankie on the show. And yes, with all due respect to the writers and the producers for them creating a character like Frankie, it's Nicole that has completely lifted that character off the page and given her the moxie and the chutzpah that you guys so relate to and respond to and love and adore. And, you know, working with her, she's one of the most committed and hardworking actors I've ever worked with, and love working with, and so much that our creative relationship has extended beyond Wentworth, and we've got a production company together and we're working on a new series together that we're penning right now. She's incredibly busy as with myself, but in the time that we do have off together, we've been creating a series. So watch the space. But in answer to your, I would squeeze that girl. I'd squeeze the living bloody bejesus out of her any day. She's one of my favourite people on this planet. And, you know, the thing is with me working on Wentworth is that not only the characters and the situations and the writers, producers, the crew, the craftspeople on that show that I've had the privilege of working with and creating something that you guys really love. The favourite thing for me walking away is not only playing a great character, but actually for me, it's been the relationships that I've formed and forged over so far 4 seasons, and I have some really fantastic relationships from the experience of working on Wentworth. Celia Island is gold. That's all I can say. And she's magic as Lizzie. Socrates Otto playing Maxine, like, what a phenomenal performance, what a phenomenal man. You know, so many, gush, and this is completely genuine. There is no, I don't have anyone like, hey, you guys, stop holding the gun to my head. No. From my heart. Did I ever watch Buffy? No. My song of the week, I think it's like old school. I was like, do you know that song by Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince and Jazzy, is it Jazzy Jeff? I know. Summertime. That's my track of the week. On high rotation. Willing summer to come on. Do you know how to dab? Artistically? Socially? Sexually? I'm not sure what it means. Okay. What's it like being famous? If by famous you mean like what's it like to be recognised or known, it's strange. I've been working as an actor for many years, and like when I say many, I mean in the decades, 3 decades now. So for 30 years. And when I was at high school, I was part of a TV show, so people, they knew my face or people would recognise me on the street. So it's kind of been part of my life for 3/4 of my life. Famous, I don't know. I think I'm more infamous than famous. I'm sorry to say, but that's okay. Sometimes it's really fantastic because I get to use my name or my notoriety to help causes that I'm really passionate about, and that's such a bonus. You know, like you guys have been incredibly supportive of some of the charities I'm involved with, and my philanthropic work is supported by you guys. I'm able to do that because of you. And that is such a, like, for me to wake up every morning and go, right, I've got that to do today because I know you guys have got my back, and I can, raise awareness, and we can have a conversation, we can support people that are less privileged, and to me that's what's it like. It's amazing. What's it like to be, shitty shit in the shitsville in the supermarket with my Ugg boots on and my tracky dacks, and someone come and go, hey, can I get a selfie? Not fun, big famous at that point. Not nice. I don't know. It goes with the territory. I wouldn't say that I'm famous. I'm known for my work, and I'm, for the better part, people are very respectful, and I'm thankful that you guys enjoy what I do. So, wow, someone sent me a message in Arabic, and I can't read it, so I'm really sorry, and I don't have a translator in the room. If I was an actress, what do I think I would be? I think that I would be doing what I do now when I'm not acting, and I think it's, helping people. For example, as most of you probably know, I'm patron to an organisation called Bridge the Gap, and I'm going like this because I'm not trying to show you my breasts. I'm actually showing you a jacket that. And if you watch my interview on TV2NZ this morning, I spoke very quickly at the end of the interview about an organisation I'm involved with called Bridge the Gap, and we're making jackets with youth that are vulnerable youth or part of the criminal justice system, trying to, we're working with them to help them, see the opportunities in their life and to realise their potential and to move beyond some of the patterns that have been created by intergenerational behaviour. So we're doing these Heartspeak jackets, and we are working with youth, and they make their own jackets, and they make one for themselves that they can wear very proudly and own their story. So they will sew into the heart their story through patterns and ideas, and they make one for themselves, and they also make one for our organisation that we can auction off. And we're building a platform right now so you guys can go online, you can auction, bid for the jackets. I'm making some myself. We've got some other really well-known celebrities making their jackets as well as people that are just as significant but probably not well known that are making their own jackets. So watch the space. So I would be doing a lot of that stuff. But to answer your question, that was long-winded. If I wasn't doing charity work or helping others, I think that I would like to be an architect. I love shapes. I love form. In my head, I'm always designing stuff. Always looking at the structure of things and how things are built and put together in shapes, and I have a very fond, I appreciate architecture and building a lot, so I think I would be an architect. Okay. Do I like hockey? Shout out from Canada. Whole boat daddy. I'm going to be in Canada in 2 weeks' time. So I'm so looking forward to being there. My beautiful partner and partner in crime, and also the love of my life is right now is from Canada. So I'm going to be in Canada in a couple of weeks' time. So please keep your eyes peeled for me on the streets. I'll be the one wearing. I'll have no teeth because I would have probably managed to wrangle my way into some hockey match. And had a fight. But I'm really looking forward to coming to Canada. Come to Italy. I would love to come to Italy. I have plans in the next few months to come and see you all. I'm going to be in the States, I'm going to be in Canada, I'm going to be in Europe. So please keep your eyes peeled. I know a lot of you follow me already on my social media, and please, can I just say something? You guys are so wonderful, you're so supportive, but you're so very curious, and you make a lot of assumptions about things, and I'm not trying to hide anything from you. I'm not trying to manipulate you, or I am trying to share with you as much as I know and as much as I can about a lot of things, and about me and my personal life and my work and my family and my views on politics and society. So thank you so much for being that invested that you want to make assumptions about my life and my thoughts and stuff, but also sit back and relax. I'm not trying to hide anything. You can hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Am I coming to Wales? I hope so. I'm sorry, I'm getting people going, wind up, wind up. I'll give you 5 more minutes. Is that okay? 5 more minutes. So this was supposed to be really short, but I've got so many questions coming through, and you guys are so wonderful. I very rarely get the opportunity to speak with you live. So, and I had a whole lot of questions that were coming through that I got given that I've not answered any of them, so I'm really sorry. I think I'll go to this. Okay. What's my spirit animal? Vodka? I don't know. Okay. Do I miss the New Zealand vibes? Hi, Quinton Tutaki. Hi. Yes, of course I do. New Zealand's my home. I'm a Kiwi through and through. Aotearoa, Tūturi Māori, Tina Hue, Tahiki e. I'm right here, and even though I live in Australia, I work there a lot. That's where my work is right now. I'm like Aotearoa all the way, and when I do come back here, I am continually surprised about the beauty of the landscape here and how relaxed everyone is. It really is this beautiful islands. And it always surprises me how progressive this country is actually. You know, I know that there might feel in some areas it's sort of, you know, a bit slow and everything, but New Zealand, I've been to a couple of functions while I've been here. One, actually, you guys are fresh off the press to see this. So I've just been part of a book called I Know This to Be True. There. I'm going to post this on my social media, but you guys are seeing it first. So there I am on the inside cover. And that's me. That's not me. And that's not me. But that's me there. But I have just done this book, and it's to raise funds for a charity that helps children learn through music. And it's I was interviewed about my thoughts on life and wisdom and the things that are important to me, and the questions are about what am I thankful for, what do I know. Literally, it's inherent in the title, I Know This to Be True. So, if you want to know more about what I think, you can buy this book. Sorry, I'm not plugging this book to help me, it's to help children learn through music, and that's such a wonderful, idea and creative outlet. So I can't even remember why I started talking about this. Anyway, yay. Okay. All these questions coming through really quick. I can't say that because, wow, okay, Mahu Tyler, I am not going to do that. Shout out to all those going to bed now. I've got university tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. And good morning, kia ora, to the people who are on this side of the world that are just waking up. To everyone that's going to sleep over those ways. I know that you've probably seen the show. Just to let you know, I'm doing this live chat because New Zealand, my homeland, is just about to see the last episode of Series 4. So, shh, all the people who have already seen it. I've stayed mums. Yes, to answer all of your questions, absolutely to honour the people who have not seen the show. It's very important to me that people who haven't had the privilege of you guys having already seen the show, that I'm not coming out and ruining it and having spoilers. The reason why I do what I do is to engage people, and so people can follow a story and become part of a show for an hour of their lives every night, and why ruin it for them? So I'm Kiwi through and through, and why wouldn't I honour my own country's viewing of the show? So anyway, deep breath. Final episode next week. And I know you guys out in the big wide world are going, oh God, New Zealand, you guys are in for a treat. But I also want to say thanks to TV2NZ for allowing this moment, because it's very difficult for me to reach out to you all and do this kind of thing. For them, they offered to do this for me today, and I really wanted to do it because I don't get the opportunity in interviews and stuff to have this amount of time to share with you my thoughts and feelings and ideas and answer your questions. I'm so sorry if I haven't. I've completely rambled on, and I've only answered probably 4 or 5 questions, and there's been literally thousands that have come through. So I hope that you've received some kind of satisfaction. I know I have. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for TV2NZ. Thanks guys for setting this up. And tune in if you're in New Zealand next Monday night, 8:30 on TV2 to see the finale of Wentworth Season 4. And to all of you guys out there in the big wide world who have supported the character of B and me, thank you so much. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me that you've followed the journey of that character and have been so supportive and awesome. So, good morning, good night. I'm going out. Buy my jacket so you can support the cause, and thank you. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to cry.
She just got me as well.